junior at Wheaton. So when I was a kid, if people would ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I would get really frustrated because I had no idea. That carried on for a while until finally when I reached high school. One of my teachers suggested that I take a psychology course and thought I would really like it. And she was right. I fell in love with psychology, and now I major in it at Wheaton. Moving forward from that, I was pretty hesitant to commit to a career in clinical counseling without some experience. So when I heard about Semester in the City, it seemed like the perfect opportunity. I'm from a small rural Vermont town where undergrad internship experience is pretty rare, especially in the mental health field. So Semester in the City really just fell into my lap and was perfect. I was paired with a counseling center based out of Somerville called Neighborhood Counseling and Community Services. And there, they not only taught me the behind the scenes of clinical work, but it confirmed that I would like to pursue a career in clinical social work. My discoveries I made did not even begin to end there. I discovered a whole new mental health system thanks to neighborhood counseling. Their mission is affordable and accessible mental health care for everyone, insured or not. They try and get their clinicians in network for as many insurances as possible, public, private, sliding call, and they even have an option for people who aren't insured to receive counseling for free. Like free. Like this, unlike anything I'd ever heard before. As someone myself whose insurance is accepted almost nowhere in the Northeast, this really stood out to me. One of my main tasks there were new client intakes. This consisted of me calling people who had submitted an inquiry form and talking to them about what they want to work on in therapy, among other things. I want to share with you guys 2 stories that really stood out to me. One was a woman and her adolescent daughter who had just moved out of a shelter and into an apartment. The other was a man who could not work because his anxiety affected his ability to function in day-to-day life so greatly. All of these people were matched with counselors and were able to work on it. The man has now re-entered work and was offered a promotion. And the woman and her daughter also matched with a counselor and are able to safely work through past traumas. And for me to be able to tell them over the phone, yes, we have a clinician that meets your needs and your preferences, and yes, we'll be able to afford it, was just truly rewarding and unlike anything I'd ever experienced before. The last thing I'd like to say about my internship is that my coworkers were probably the hardest working people I'd ever met, pulling all-nighters to make it work for these people. It was truly amazing. And what I've learned from them is stuff that I hope to carry on with me in a future career as a clinician back in Vermont, and to hopefully make change in mental health services more affordable to a lot more people.